This video was supposed to be a live crafting session when I'm crafting rings for profit, but something happened with my recording and it crashed midway, and I just gave up on it completely. Now these are the results. It took me 51 minutes from buying the bases, buying the materials, and all of that to finishing the crafting. Um, the only thing that I still need to do, I still need to put non-channeling and to bless the rings. I'm going to use the craft. I'll show you real quick in the hideout. So I need to put this craft on every ring, non-channeling. I'm not gonna price check them. I'm just gonna uh, eyeball it. I mean, just put whatever price I think it's worth putting. Anyway, even if you price check them, it's not going to be accurate. At least at this point in the league, these rings may or may not sell, and the price may vary quite a lot because maybe there are not enough people willing to pay a lot for these rings. So you are bound to uh, lowering the prices to sell the items. But anyway, in 51 minutes I managed to craft these rings. I'll show you the crafting process immediately, but first of all I want to show you the rings that I crafted. So let's start from right to left. So is this one. You can um, I'm going to make another video where I show the results of how many of these rings I sold. But all you have to know it's um, the rings usually with some chaos resistance, some strength and intelligence, some attributes, all attributes, some dexterity for example, or some resistances, accuracy and damage recouped as life together with chaos resistance will sell. Uh, let's go over the second row. Now the third row. Uh, this for example is a good ring, probably will sell for 1 to 2 divines. Um, this around 1 divine. I think I only hit 1 or 2 very good rings in this crafting session. I think this is one, so I'm expecting to sell it for like 2 to 3 divines. Mm, this probably sells again for about 2 divines. Let me see if I can find the one that this one right here will probably, I'm going to price it for about 10 divines. Maybe it will sell because it's basically perfect ring. 10 12 divines, maybe somebody will buy it, but if not it will for sure sell it for 5 to 6 divines, but it's going to take some time. Now let's go over the crafting process. Basically this is the filter, item level 84, non-corrupted, non-mirrored, all this implicit, a count of 1 and fracture tier 1 maximum life. Just buy the bases. Took me about 10 minutes to buy all these items, maybe even less than 10 minutes. Then I bought some life force. As you can see, it is very expensive, but I hope I will make a profit. I bought some Pharik Links Alpha, and I also bought Orb of Annulment and Exalted Orbs. So I started with 41 divines in total. Let's see how much I still have left, but I have a lot of. This is about 7 divines. Let's just put 6.5 divines worth of juice. So let's just let's make some calculations. So I still have 6.5 divines worth of life force, so that would be 20.5. Um, 8 divines here, and with the orb of annulments and the exalted orbs, I would say I have 9 divines. So 9 point minus 41. So I spent on crafting these rings, I spent 12 divines because for 30 rings I will also use about 120 chaos orb for non-channeling. So basically I spent 12 divines, and I will post another video with the results. Now let's show you the crafting process on Path of Exile real quick. Um, so it's a jewelry, item level 84. This has fracture maximum life, like this. You make the item rare, then you go to harvest, reforge chaos. This costs 100 yellow seeds, and you do this until you get somewhat two good suffixes. For example, this one right here, I would go to the crafting bench, craft any prefix, the cheapest prefix that I can think of, and then I would use an exalted orb like this. And I mean, it has bad fire resistance. I didn't pay attention, but if it had, like, for example, um, 30 fire resistance or something like that, um, I would use this method. But basically, you just spam reforge chaos until it gives you something good. And for example, this one right here, if it had, let's say, 40 intelligence, I would just craft a prefix and then use an exalted orb. If you look at Farik Links Alpha, it's quite cheap. It's for about 4 chaos, whereas an exalted orb is around 15 chaos. But using Farik Links Alpha, because you can do what you can do at this point, you can craft any prefix. Um, or if it has a bad prefix, you can just use Farex links alpha and remove prefix at suffix. But this will consume yellow beast, and when you are doing so many crafts like this, you either go and buy in bulk yellow beasts, which are also expensive. I think it's about 70 or 60 yellow beasts for one divine, so they're also still very expensive. So the price is still the same. I do it with exalted orb because of the convenience. But if sometimes you have let's just say that you have two uh, your prefixes are full and you have two good suffixes. Let's just say that the other suffix is uh, to all elemental resistances like this. At this point you have to use Farix links alpha. It will remove a prefix at the suffix like this. For example, this ring will probably sell for 1.5 to 25, something like that. I'm just saying, I'm not price checking these rings because I'm too lazy. I will just list them as I think it's appropriate. But basically, with listing the items and crafting the items, it took me 1 hour. I would just say that it took me 1 hour. Just crafting them took less, but with listing them and putting the modifier on the crafting bench, let's just say that it took me 1 hour. Basically, this is the crafting process. Once again, for the suffixes that usually go well with chaos resistance are going to be damage recouped as life, attributes with a resistance or two attributes, and accuracy rating, and also resistances. Um, that's pretty much the craft. Once again, I'll post another video with the results, how much money I made in 1 hour basically crafting.